Welcome back to the Comic Book ASM Artist. Today we are reading Avengers #1. Now I have not read this book yet, but we'll read it together. And if you do like this book, make sure to go to your local shop and buy it. Earth, 1,000,000 years ago. Here's to endings and to good deaths for us all. Is now really the time for drinking, Odin? I would imagine your 2 eyes work better than my 1, Lady Phoenix, so I assume you can see what stands before us, in which case 'tis a very good time for drinking. Hunk? The Starbrand wishes to know, what is this strange liquid that smells of sweetness and fire? If you thought a fire was a fine gift of the gods, then here, Ape-Man, try fermentation. I'm just sorry I'm only giving it to you now, on the eve of our own destruction. Destruction? We killed one of these things before, we can do it again. The spirit of vengeance doesn't know fear, and neither does my ride. The one we fought before was weakened. It was infected with something even the Sorcerer Supreme still cannot explain. These new ones are not, and they know what they've done to their compatriot. We acted only in self-defense, Agamotto. We should explain ourselves and attempt to broker peace. We did what we had to do to protect our homes, Iron Fist. The Black Panther will not apologize, not even to gods. It would appear the Starbrand agrees, either that or he wants more of Odin's fire water. And it seems he isn't alone. Might as well drink up, you doomed little monkeys. That's 4,000-year-old Asgardian mead. Seems a shame to let it go to waste. I've never known you to concede victory so easily, Odin. No matter the odds or how unimaginable the foe, is our annihilation truly such a foregone conclusion? Will the vaunted All-Father of Asgard not even fight? Will I fight? Odin Borson has never walked away from a fight in his entire immortal life. Aye, woman, I will fight, until I've drenched the battlefield with every last drop of my holy blood, until my flesh has burned away and there's nothing left of me but bones and thunder. I will fight until the final twilight, until the end of all that ever was. And then, once it's all been laid to waste, my spirit will find yours in the void, my lady, and make love to you in the ashes of the infinity for 1,000,000,000 years, and we will build creation again, you and I. A fine idea, my Asgardian, or perhaps we simply kill anything that dares stand in our way, be it man or god or giants from the stars. We kill it with fire. Gods, I love that woman. Come, Mjolnir, Ragnarok awaits. Heya, we ride. Agamotto, use your magic eye and tell us, is there any hope at all for us to claim victory this day? That depends, Iron Fist, on what you mean by victory. If you're hoping we can save the world, I would ask you, save it from what exactly? This Earth's greatest enemy might very well be the thing we fight to protect here today. Onk, the nascent life slowly flowering all around us, and that includes us. If you're asking me if there's a chance we'll prevail in this battle, I believe you already know the answer. Those of us gathered here today are the impossible in physical form, gods and mutants and monsters, cavemen with the powers of the stars. We are without a doubt the mightiest force ever assembled upon the face of this primitive planet. But no, we'll not be enough, not even close, not to win. Earth, 1,000,000 years ago, the first celestial host. not against that. But no matter what happens to us today, know that something very strange is occurring on this world and has been for a very long time. Something most profoundly unnatural, something dangerous to a mind-staggering degree. Perhaps, my friend, we shouldn't be worried about what happens if we fail to save the world. We should be worried about what happens if we succeed. And there came a day unlike any other, when Earth's mightiest heroes found themselves united against a common threat. On that day, the Avengers were born, to fight the foes no single superhero could withstand. Earth's mightiest heroes, the Avengers, the final host, by Jason Aaron and Ed McGuinness. Earth, now. Here you go, boys. Beer, mead, and a Shirley Temple. Can I get you fellas anything else? Think that'll do for a start, thanks. A toast, brothers, to seizing the day by its Odin-damned throat, to the future, one without me in a coma, to the good old days, to the Avengers. One drink, Steve. We couldn't even get through one drink without you saying a word, the A word. I am through with my drink. Bartender, another. I don't know, Tony. Feels to me like it's been 1,000,000 years since I said it, or more than that, felt it. Well, I suppose I'm still just happy to be feeling anything at all. You know what the opposite of me being my usual amazing self and doing all sorts of amazing stuff me? Being brain dead. We get it. You were in a coma for what, a few weeks? I was trapped in ice for the first 40 Super Bowls, and lately it's a matter of opinion as to whether or not I should still be in there. I once broke into my father's private cask house and drank myself into a stupor that lasted 9 moon turns. I've thought about doing that again. Every time I reach for Mjolnir, that is no longer there, and that I probably could not lift even if it were. We make quite the trio, Hydra Cap, Coma Tony, and the unworthy Thor. Clearly it's been a bumpy ride for the three of us lately, but we're here now, aren't we? Good as new-ish. We've got a working brain and a new armor. Thor's got a new hammers. Cap is the same old Cap again. What more do we need? You know what we need. We need to put it all back together. Steve, not sure if we're the ones to do that anymore. Times have changed. So have we, Tony. Then we should recognize when it's time to step aside. We did that. Now it's time to step up again, in the way only we can. We're not as special as we used to be. Did I really just say that? I could give you 20 names off the top of my head, Steve. People who could take what we built and make something completely new and exciting from it. Sometimes what's old is new again. Story of my life. We'll have to do this, Tony. Sooner or later. We always have to. We need to be ready. We've tried before to be ready for everything. That got unwieldy and god-awful expensive. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about lean, with us at the core, like it was in the beginning. In the beginning it just happened. It wasn't us. It was actually more Loki than us. And who says it has to be the three of us anymore at the slam? Thor, God of Thunder, says, "As the stars are my witness, it must be us. We need this, now more than ever. We three need one another. We cannot run from that, my brothers. We must embrace it." Okay, so, wow. Suddenly being clinically dead has a nice soothing ring to it. So, tell me something, Captain and Tennille. Since you two seem to have this all figured out, exactly who the heck all am I supposed to be embracing this time around? We'll know when we know. Right now, I know I need another drink. Well then, that's just great. So, I guess it's decided, by you two ancient farts at least. So I suppose all we have to do is sit around here and wait for some startling new calamity to suddenly... Sorry to be the sort of AI that interrupts your angry soliloquies, Mr. Stark, but I'm afraid I have some rather alarming news. Sometimes I hate my own mouth. Go ahead, motherboard. Your satellites are detecting multiple energy fluctuations near Earth orbit. Massive fluctuations, quite ludicrously massive actually, all of unknown origin. Well, then I guess that's it. Avengers up. You say those words, Rogers, and I could pick up Thor's tab yourself. The Prince of Asgard can pay his own debts. Do they accept rune stones? Deep breath. Keep telling yourself you missed this. All right, which way, Mother Bird? Roughly 200 miles, sir. Straight up. Meanwhile, 2 miles straight down, beneath the plains of South Africa. It's an impressive dig site, and this is the very cradle of civilization, no less. But I do hope you didn't summon me here with archaeology in mind. I'm afraid I'm not that sort of doctor, T'Challa. It's not the ancient remains in this cave that I felt warranted the attention of the Black Panther and Doctor Strange. It's the fresh ones. I see. Those were the lead archaeologists for this dig, experts in the early Paleolithic period. It's a surprisingly high-risk field, archaeology. You never know what sort of cursed tomb or crashed scroll ship you're liable to uncover next. That's not what they found. Their discovery emitted an incredible amount of cosmic radiation, even though it had been buried here for 1,000,000 years. It burned those men alive and then somehow suddenly disappeared completely. What was it? That's what I need you to tell me, Doctor. There was definitely magic in this place, spells designed to keep something here and to keep others out, very old magic. By the hoary hosts of Hogarth, it was Agamotto's magic. He was the Earth's very first Sorcerer Supreme. What happened to those spells? Why did they fail? All magic died recently, during my battle with a group of science cultists called the Imperial. The spells here were so ancient they would have never reconstituted. As for the thing they were meant to guard, it was something quite large, something alive. Its fears still stain these walls, fears and loneliness and rage. I agree that whatever it was massive, at least 600 meters long by my estimates. So the question then becomes, where did it go? If it's 2,000 feet long, I don't think it escaped through those holes. No, but something did. I sent a probe into one 4 hours ago, and it was 200 miles deep and still going when it became inoperable. Melted, no doubt. The deeper you go, the more it's like the surface of the sun down there. The deeper we go, the closer we are to finding answers. I've seen this movie before, you know. This is the one where those things that blow up in our faces if we go blundering in, and maybe blows up the Earth along with it. You need the Avengers on this, T'Challa? There are no Avengers, Stephen. The symbols on that cave wall date back to the Stone Age. Mine is among them, and so is yours. Whatever is happening here, Doctor, we're already involved, and have been for a very long time. I will see you below. Great. So if anyone needs me, I suppose I'll be at the center of the Earth. Hill Rock Heights, East LA. Can we go for a ride again, Ravi? You haven't taken me for a ride in like 1,000,000 years. I know, Gabe. It's just, the car's been running kind of weird lately, even weirder than the usual weird. Weird. What, like the engine's rattling or idling too high? No, not exactly. Just stay away from the car for now, okay, Gabe? Until I can figure out some things. Manhattan, the Upper West Side. Hey, baby, you need some company? No, go away. Hey, I'm just trying to look out for you, girl. This is a big, scary place. So is my head. Still trying to keep it together. Just want to be alone. Nobody wants to be alone. Why don't we go get a drink someplace and talk about it? Like maybe my place? Come on, I bet there's all kind of sexy underneath that. I said leave me alone. Just keep walking, Jennifer. Don't hulk out. Just keep walking. Don't hulk out. Just keep walking. Alpha Flight Station, headquarters for Earth's Planetary Defense Agency. Danvers to station. I'm in the field. Analysis. Energy levels are still rising within the anomalies, nearing hypernovae territory. In other words, each of those things is churning with the power of several trillion Hiroshimas. No consensus on what they are. Quantum division theory is it's a teleportation lattice. A few hundred active hyperspace warp holes, which shouldn't be possible on such a scale. I have eyes on one. Looks possible to me. Is something coming through them? That's part of the theory, but the energy blooms don't match any alien culture we've ever cataloged. Well, whoever they are, I'm in a position to punch them back to wherever they came from. Energy levels spiking past their capability to even measure, Colonel Danvers. You should probably get... Wait, son of a... Sound every global alarm we've got. It's not an alien armada. What? How can you tell? Just do it now. Mr. Stark, those energy anomalies in orbit, they're all suddenly spiking, and they look very much like teleportation nexuses. Short them out. Use every Stark satellite and disruptor drone we've got in orbit. I've already tried that. It doesn't appear to be working. Whatever's causing this, it's a technology far beyond anything we've ever encountered. We've got to get up there. You said to meet at a bar in the village, not the moon. This Quinjet isn't capable of space travel. I am. No, wait. Tony, forget your apprehensions about this. We don't have time to... Darn it, Cap. I'm saying we won't need to go up there, because whatever just popped through that portal is already coming down to us. We're miles below the surface. If it weren't for my magic, the pressure here would crush me into a puddle of goo, and then the air would set that goo on fire. How are you not... Never mind, I nearly forgot. You're the Black Panther. They're not of this world. That seems obvious, yet it looks as if they've been here for quite a while. I'm picking up no life signs. They read as dormant, yes, to me as well. Though it appears not all of them got that memo. I haven't slept in 3 days, you know. Why? Because I'm afraid of what'll happen if I do. Afraid of you. Of where you'll take me, like our last little trip to Africa, where I ended up fighting that crazy Starbrand guy. I'm afraid of what you're turning me into. Into a guy who yells at his car, I guess. His demon-possessed car. Bet this wouldn't have happened if I drove a Pinto. What the... Robbie, what's that sound? Is that an earthquake? I don't think so, Gabe. Just stay inside. Holy... If you're here from hell to repossess the car, go ahead and take it and leave us be. But if you think you're gonna lay a hand or a claw or whatever on my family, then let me tell ya, you're about to have some hell of your own right here, right now, thanks to the Ghost Rider. Something's happening. What was your first clue? Alpha Flight's global warning just triggered. There's some sort of disturbance in orbit, and there's about to be one here. My strange sense is tingling something fierce. That's not one of your... We should just get out of here, T'Challa. Yes, perhaps you're right. What in the... It's coming down. Hold on. What in the world was that? Nothing of this world, I assure you. It landed on the edge of the Hudson. I'm taking us down. Ymir's bones. It's a celestial, a race of ancient star-spawned supergiants who judge and destroy entire worlds. Yeah, and look, it's not alone. Hi, boys. Looks like you picked the right time to get the band back together. Captain Marvel, are you alright? Danvers, did you just kill that celestial? No, it was dead when it came out of the portal. All I did was keep it from landing on Times Square. Well done, Lady Marvel. No time to stand around and pat each other's backs. The portal that thing came out of? There are 100 more just like it. This is Alpha Flight to Earth. To anyone on the surface who can hear us, stand by for incoming. There are giant dead bodies falling from the sky all over the globe, bodies that are 2,000 feet long. We fired everything in our arsenal at them, but we can't even dent their armor. We don't know what to say except, Gods be with you down there, people of Earth. If there are any gods left alive after today. Thor, go. I should have brought my axe. It's raining dead celestials, Steve. I've seen everything there is to see, and then some. And never once backed down from a fight, but this, I tell you... This makes me want to soil my iron undies. I have encountered these celestials before. They have the power to end the earth with a snap of their 2-ton fingers. So the question, the really very unnerving, scary question then becomes, if the celestials are so mind-boggling all-powerful, Odin's blessed beard, what the heck is strong enough to kill them? I think that question was just answered for you, Tony. Looks like it was, Steve. Earth now, the final host. Anything else you want to add before we do this, Captain America? Only one thing comes to mind, Iron Man. Then say it and let's get to work. Aye. All right. Avengers assemble. Alright, that's going to do it for now. Once again, if you liked this comic, go out to your local shop and buy it. And you all have a good day or night. Thanks. Bye.